Hi guys. So today we're going to talk about the healthcare crisis in the Philippines. Actually, I'm just doing this reaction video. This is Monty and Aragel. Is it Aragel? How you pronounce it? In the Philippines, this their channel is Philippine Lifestyle Crew. Of course, Monty is a very good friend of Paul Dog Newtrick, All Dog Newtrick, and I've seen there's like two video I think or three video of Mountie in Paul's video, and then just wanna like share with my viewer in case you never heard of Mountie. He was the mentor, as Paul was saying. Paul was saying that Mountie is the one who kind of show Paul how to do the YouTube to be a blogger when he was just starting out. So and then Mounty is also I believe he was in his 50 when he met his young Filipina wife, and now they have a 2 years old, about almost 3 years old daughter, beautiful daughter, and then he was they were living together, and then what happened is because Mounty has a according to Paul has a very successful business, and his business in Florida, Orlando, Florida, is the building fences, which is I think it's pretty good in Florida because most of the people need fences here in Florida. So, and he was doing great. He has I think like five or six people working for him, and then he figured out that he can just manage them remotely, and because now everything is computerized. And he went to the Philippines while he still tried to manage it over there. But later, found out that things are not going things are not going great because there's something is kind of you can sense something's not something's wrong with the staff. So he has no choice but to come back to America. And when he came back, he got hit by the lockdown. So and then he could not go back to the Philippines for I think for 2 years, more than 2 years. And we also know that the business has suffered a lot during the lockdown. I mean, on Paul video, they did not mention that, but because I was in Florida, and not only in Florida, I mean, it's the whole country. When we had the lockdown, all the businesses suffer. I mean, a lot of because we have almost like everything is shut down. Especially the restaurant business was so bad, hit badly. So I'm sure Paul. I mean, Mountie business was affected also by the lockdown. So long story short, so when the when the time permit, he finally went back to the Philippines, but just 2 days prior to arriving in the Philippines, he got a stroke. He got a stroke, and then but he was fine. He just kind of lost part of his vision, as he was saying on one of the video of I think that was a first video. And then after 5 days, he feel fine. He went back to normal, and then 12 days later, he has he feeling like everything he feels some warm in the body, and then realized that he was having a major heart attack. So after the heart attack, he kind of lost half of the body. I think paralyzed, one side, as you can see in the thumbnail right now. So he's on a wheelchair right now. What an event, unfortunate event. This Mountie. I mean, if you go watch the Paul video, this is the second video. It's about healthcare crisis in the Philippines, going from bad to worse. That's the title. And then I was watching the video at 7:30. The timestamp at 7:30. Monty White was saying that you were so strong before before you yeah, he used to be very strong, and then just all of a sudden, she said she doesn't know what happened. I mean, when you're in the late 50, we have to be very careful with our health because this is the time that everything start to come out. When you're young, you feel you're strong. Yeah, it's like almost like you're invisible. Nothing is gonna happen to you. But then when once you hit 50, or and then especially in the late 50, everything start to come out. You're gonna feel everything, right? So it's kind of scary. This is Mounty. This is 3 years ago. Look at the man. He was like, just a strong man, like the wife was saying. And now just he just, of course, the photo, because he suffered a heart attack, so he's pale right now and in a wheelchair. And this I want to share here is this. Look at the picture, beautiful picture of the wife. I just want to say this though, Filipina or Filipino, they are kind of resilient. They can almost take setback. Kind of, people in the Philippines kind of used to hardship. So this is like, I'm not going to say it's normal, but what I'm trying to say, people in the Philippines are kind of used to this kind of situation. That's why they are very caring. They are, that's Mounty is very lucky. He found a beautiful Filipina. It's a gold. And she seems like a very nice Filipina, and also loving Filipina. Mounty is very lucky. I would say this, and then to show you the girl here. I think she looked like the girl looked like a Mounty, but I'm not so good with faces of kids. So yeah, I just want. The point is, we we just have to be very careful, and then Mounty, because he just, I think he just turned 60, so he is still not eligible for Social Security. I don't know if he's probably has to wait until 67. I'm not really sure the retirement now. It keeps changing. That's what I was reading. Is I think it was 67. Some say 62. I don't know. Maybe you can apply at 62, but it's not going to be that much. Anyway, so he's still not. He's too young to be getting a social security check yet. So now it's in a very very I don't know what how you're gonna advise that situation. So he was saying on that video, he was saying that even though he still tried to continue with the business, but he's losing the client, because when people call, and then because he could, when he talk, it's kind of he has a half like half paralyzed, so when he talk, it's not like a normal thing, and then people on the other line or on the other extension would think that he maybe this person is drunk or something like that, but yeah, sometimes people could not understand if you have a health issue, or if you're gonna tell them the truth, is you're gonna tell them, say, I just have a stroke. And sometimes that would also turn off. Unfortunately, sometimes they will also turn up a customer, because a customer will say, "Oh, do I want to deal with somebody? The company, the guy just have a stroke. Do I want to deal with that? So that the work may jeopardize the work. If I want to put something, and then we don't know what's going to go on. So yeah, it's a very very tough situation right now for him. So and I know that right now, he's thinking of going back to Florida, to get because he will have he will have a better care in U.S. and also could get more help with the government. Um, of course, it would be much better than in the Philippines, because the Philippines, if you don't have any health insurance, he's a self-employed, so he doesn't have a self-insurance. So yeah, that's and people were also saying that even if you have like a field health, it's not that the coverage is not that great. And then if you have something like a major event like this, you need upfront money. You're gonna have to show them that you have the money before they would operate you. So I think we got a lot of things to think about. One second. All right, folks. I know that sometime I would tell my viewer that I like to watch Paul and also Mark. Every man has a story, and then I will get a lot of opposition. People will say, why like why do you watch them? They just use sexy bikini or something like that, or you like to watch all men with a young wife or something like that. I I already told you guys, I watch what I want to watch. I watch because I want to learn something. It's not, it's not that I, don't- I it's not like I have to learn something about the bikini girls or younger wife. It's not like that. I like to learn about uh, life experience of people. The only thing that I watch is the interview, and just to show you this, watching this video of Paul interviewing Monty, and I just go through, scroll down with the comment. That is my favorite part, was reading the comment. You guys have no idea. This video of Paul has about 966 comments. And if you go scroll down, there is a lot of information are very helpful in sharing, experience. I mean, I don't know how many people have talked about their experience with heart attack. It can be very scary. I mean, I'm just reading this. I feel like I don't, all of a sudden I don't feel good anymore. No, I'm just joking. But I mean, you look. Everybody share their experience. They have at one time they have suffered or a heart attack, or somebody they know has a stroke, and then there's a lot of advice. What to do. This is why I watch Paul interview. It's the comment that I was reading. I mean, look at that. Good advice. I'm telling you, there's a lot of very good advice. And of course, a few troll, and I mean, but mostly are very sympathize with the, with what's going on with Mountie. And then, yeah, I mean, and some of them, like, suggesting, like, to look for certain hospital in the U.S. Like, if you don't have health insurance, you go to a nonprofit. They are more lenient, in taking you. So Yeah, that that's and the same thing. I was just watching Mart. Every man has a story, and he was saying that one of his subscriber just passed away, and he was a strong man. He's an ex-marine, and he's a nice guy. I mean, they met somewhere. Uh, um, thing like in a mall or store, and the guy just say, hey, you're Mart from Every Man Has a Story, and he introduced himself, and he said he's a fan, and he just want to contribute. Uh, Gave Mart some money. Could not remember how much is it. Just to contribute to his work. I mean, for me, that is not okay. Some people say that's e-begging. For me, that's not e-begging because Mark is giving advice. He's giving very good advice to people, and people likes that. And if you don't need that kind of advice, you don't have to give anyway. So that's just it's just the same thing, as you going to a consultant. Of course, this advice are, it's not a license advice. It's up to you to you want to take the advice or not. It's just the same thing. I'm getting free advice here. Just reading the comment, I'm getting free advice. So that's how I see it. Anyway, um, and also at the same time, I want to share. There are channel like I was reading in this poll comment. I was just reading between people, because some people are reading this, and then one guy said, he start to get worried now. He was 63, he's getting worried to retire in the Philippines. And thanks for this video, he's learning a lot, so much more, and then. But he just got his retirement check. He just got his retirement check, and then he's I think like 1,500, and he's ready to retire in the Philippines. And then another person came in and just tried to give him like a advice. He said, I want to tell you something that probably nobody want to tell you, because other channel just want to talk about the good things, but this person came in. His name is James. He said, I want to tell you the good, the bad, and the ugly. So, it's just not like just trying to, yeah, it's true though. You have seen other blog. I'm not trying to put down other blogger. You have seen other blogger that only tell you all the good things, say, oh, you should retire now. You should come to the Philippines now. Don't waste your time in whatever U.S., Australia, or U.K. If you, I mean, don't be, if you get tired of your job, your 9 to 5 job, or, sitting on the desk for 8 hours, if you have saved some money, you should come to the Philippines and enjoy your life. I mean, and I was like, I love to watch those financial advisor channel also on YouTube, and they will tell you like people call in. I said, when can I retire? And then they will ask, how much money are you saving? And they will compute it, and then even you're not at your retirement age, and they say, okay, you have enough money to retire. And for me, that is the scary part. I'm scared of doing that. It's the question is, how much is it's enough. I'm always like that. I'm always like, how much is enough? I'm a person like always like think that I'm gonna need money. I don't know why. Sometimes I put maybe never mind. I don't want to say that. But I'm just always worried. Maybe because of my life experience. As I tell you that we when I was young, we were poor, and then all of a sudden somebody helped us, and we got into manufacturing, and things were booming. It was, we were doing great, and I was living like a rich kid. I was spending money like crazy, and then when the business fall, we went bankrupt, and everything just taken away from us, totally wipe out. Like yeah, totally wipe out. So I have that experience. I have that fear. So now I always remember like that experience, and I was very always very conservative, always careful with how I spend my money. We have a saying. Sometimes you have to think, not only think twice before you spend money. I would like think 10, 20 times before I spend my money. That's just me. I don't try to. I never buy things, like when they just first came out, especially electronic. No, I always wait and wait until because electronic, after 6 months the price go down, except maybe for Apple product, the prices stay, pretty. I mean, they hold their value, almost like a Toyota car. All right, so for me, I thought I just make this up because I sometimes like channel will say you could retire if you have enough saving, and I've seen it. I've seen a lot of bloggers, they're not on the retirement age yet, and they go retire in the Philippines because they already accumulate some savings, and they said they figure out, oh, we can live out I can live out on this savings. But what about emergency fund? I think you should also remember, have emergency fund. I just make this a quick like guidelines. If you wanna consider it or not, it's up to you. If retiring before Social Security check, I think you should have at least 2,000 a month, and then if you multiply that 2,000 a month is about 24,000 in a year, and then you just multiply that however how many years left to retirement. If let's say if you have 5 years left, just have to multiple that 24K times 5 is 120,000. You have to have, if you still have 5 years to your Social Security check. For me, you have, for single guy, you should have at least 120,000 savings, for to spend on your for 5 years. But also at the same time, not only that, you also have to have emergency fund. In emergency funds for whatever reason, and then I think it's $50,000. It should be at least $50,000. That's just my my guideline, and let me know your thought on that one. So yeah. What else? Yeah. So right now, you can check Monty and Aragel channel. It's called Philippine Lifestyle Crew. They don't they am not updating right now, on their channel because of the situation, their situation. But the good part is, the good part for Mounty, that he already built a house for them in the Philippines, so they have a place to stay. So that's a good things, and hopefully things will work out, and he will feel better again and came back strong. But for now, just pray for Mounty and Argel. So hopefully, he will beat this, health crisis in their life right now. And yeah, that's all right. So I think that's it. Let me know your thought on this video. Thank you again for watching. Take care, stay safe, and God bless. Bye bye.